Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Wayne from Legions United, and today we are going to talk about the new Ferrari season. I'm going to show you the new cars, I'm going to speculate about which cars worth to spend tokens on and which not. I'm going to show you the two new GP cars, and there will be a new game mode as well in this season. So I'm also going to talk about it and tell my opinion. So if you guys are interested, just stay with me and let's get started. So let's get started with the new cars. First of all, the Ferrari F40, and I chose that car because this has the lowest rank among the new cars. This is a C-Class car, and before I start to talk about the stats and I start to predict the future, I'm gonna use these pictures, so the basic stats of the car, so the complete stock version. So the top speed of this car is pretty amazing, even though it doesn't seem too much. This 324 kilometers per hour is at stock. So as we are going upwards as for the stars and upgrading the car more and more, this will raise up. So I have to admit this car is having a pretty decent top speed. Even the acceleration is not so good, and I think well, for me it would need some buff, but probably it's so low because with high top speed, with good landing, and with average nitro, this car would be like the new C-Class King. So I understand why the acceleration is so low. Handling is going to be alright, so once the car is upgraded, the handling will be perfectly alright. And the nitro, I think it will be similar to the Arena's nitro in the Arenera Hussar's 33, which is in my opinion the current C-Class King, but I'm saying that only because I don't have the Gallardo completely. If I would have that, probably my opinion would be changed. But at the moment, I don't know where this car will be situated at. It will be around high C-Class in my opinion, but we will see as we are getting more information, more confirmation from the devs. And yeah, and this is the Ferrari F40. The next car I'm going to talk about is a Ferrari 99XX Evo. This is another C-Class car and the rank is higher than the F40s. And before I start to talk about the stats, I have to tell, and as you can guys see, this car is acquiring a key, and this is my first guess for that will be a GP car. So there will be two GPs in this season, that's my prediction, and this is going to be one of the GP cars, and I'm going to tell you later why. But first let's talk about the stats. So as we can see, the top speed is already around 20 kilometers per hour lower than the F40s was. But on the other hand, the acceleration, the handling and the nitro is way better. So I think this car will be stronger, not only because of the higher rank, but because even though it has a lower top speed, all the other aspects seems better if we are upgrading the car up. And in this game it matters the most how you can keep the speed, even though this car has a lower speed, but if you can keep a higher average through the whole track, this car will be better than its competitor, which is the F40, because these are the two C-Class cars. And I'm going to show you the picture exactly now. And this is a skin for this car, and as you can see on the right side, which is the left side if we are looking at the car from the back, there is a number once a 0 and a 1. Usually this number is on GP cars. If you are in tier 1 and winning the whole tier 1 GP, then you are getting a skin, and as you can see, the skin has the 0 and the 1, and the other skin will have the 02 and the 03. That's usually what the top 3 in the GP are getting. So that's my first guess for the GP car, and I think my guess is pretty solid. As we are proceeding further and further in this video, we are going to meet more and more legendary cars. And the next one is a true legend, the Enzo Ferrari. I love this car in real life, and it has I don't know, the rank is not seeming right for this car. It's stock, it seems a bit too low, but maybe as they're upgrading up it will be higher. I don't know how GameLoft is creating these ranks, because some of the cars are just not for its rank, it's even too high or too low compared to it. But anyways, this is not important, let's talk about the stats. So top speed is already, well, high, pretty high for a B-Class car actually. And as we are upgrading it up, it will go upper and upper. Even though I don't think the basic top speed will go above 368, so it might stop around 365 or 368, but only my prediction without knowing the maxed out stats. Acceleration won't be the highest either, But nitro handling will be average and nitro will be high. For some reason it reminds me to the Apollo N, but the nitro is higher. As for the stock stats, there will be a tweak in this car, like there will be some kind of tweak or a surprise, because the low acceleration makes me think that one of the sets will be OP. And before I will stop talking again, this car is coming with a skin as well. It's a pretty average skin. It's average because it is similar to the 599XX Evo that I was showing before. I don't think this will be a GP car. This might be either a special event car or a new game mode car. Actually, I'm not even sure, because we are going to get a new game mode, but let's talk about that later after I finished talking about the cars. This car is my second prediction for a GP, the Ferrari 488 GTB Challenge Evo. And this car is very popular among the community right now because many people says that this might be a Lamborghini Huracan Spider Evo killer at max stars obviously, and with max upgrades, and probably at golden. The basic stats, I'm gonna say that the top speed is pretty acceptable. Likewise, the acceleration. Let's not forget about that, guys. This is completely stock, so even though when you put the first star upgrade on it, these are getting better. Handling will be average, and nitro as well. I mean, you have to pay attention for how you use the nitro. You just can't use the nitro how you use it. For example, with the Huayra BC, you just have to pay attention for it, but as you are grading it up more and more, it will be better like all the cars in that list. And this is why I am telling you this will be a GP car. You can see the 0 and the 1 on the side, and basically, as I said before, this means if you won tier 1 or get second or third, you are getting these numbers on your cars. I'm not sure if the skin color will change or it will be completely red like that and just the number is changing on the side, but I just speculated the two GP cars, and I'm 99% sure that these will be. So get informations, get know what the car is capable of, and wisely spend your tokens, because I'm gonna talk about later how to save tokens. I mean, not how to save tokens, but which cars worth it and which cars not really worth it in my opinion. I'm in a bit of a trouble right now because the next car I'm going to talk about I don't know too much about. Like, it's not like I don't know the stats, because here you can see it's a Ferrari F8 Tributo, but not many people seems too hyped about it, not many people seems to hate it, so I think this is the greyest car in the list for me. Under greyest I mean it's like, you know, not like nothing special, but let's go through the stats and maybe I will like it, who knows. So, top speed 340, a many A-class car at stock starts with that stat, so that doesn't mean anything. It might change differently as we upgrade it up. Acceleration is actually good. Handling is very good as we can see, so this will be a good handling car, mark my words. This will be a very good handling car for classic, for tracks like Osaka or New York. This car will be amazing, or even for Rome and San Francisco, depends on the variant they are using. So yeah, I think this car might worth it, depends on the event where we can get that car from. It won't be a season pass car, I'm pretty sure about that. And it won't be a GP car. It might be actually a special event car. Maybe this sounds like a special event car, yes. Also, this is the skin for it. So I'm sure this will be a special event car, like look the skin. I think, or season pass car. No, season pass car can't be a season pass car because they usually season pass they're giving away C-class cars most of the time. Alright, I think this will be a special event car, or if they think about some new kind of drive syndicate, but I'm not sure if they want to have syndicate. Okay, so this is basically live speculation as you could hear. I will be looking for this car. Just in my opinion, I will look out for this car and tell you guys if I know anything new about it. But I'm not sure yet. Okay, so far we talked about some cars. We talked about good cars, bad cars, speculated, but this time I'm going to show you a real beast, the strongest car of the Ferrari season, a 100% special event car, probably a 100% pay to win event as we know Gameloft. But let's see, this car is the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Or yeah, Stradale, exactly, I don't know how to pronounce it, but something like that. An S-Class car, and oh boy, okay, so acceleration will be over 80 at max, at 100%, probably over 84. This car probably will accelerate like the Battista. So if you have a similar acceleration like the Battista, top speed will be over 400. I am sure about that too. So let's think about it. It's not having the highest toss in S-Class. It might max out around 420. Okay. Um, Handling will be good as well. It will be over 70 for sure, over or even over 80. Handling will be good as well. You have to pay attention for now, so you can't spam it like an idiot. You have to pay attention for that. But handling and acceleration is a killer. Top speed, if it will be over 400, it will be a killer as well. Because if you can keep the car's acceleration over 400 all the time, even if you have a Trion Nemesis against that car, if with a Trion you can't keep up the speed over 400 continuously, you won't be able to beat this car. Not to mention if this car is getting knocked down, it can accelerate back very fast on its top speed, even if the nitro is not so strong. And this is the skin for this car. Okay, I'm in a bit of a trouble right now because I wanted to tell you guys what you should spend your tokens on. So if you're talking about and thinking about all the cars I was showing, there are the 488. They say it's a Huracan killer. There is a Stradale, which many people say it will be like a buff Battista. There are the other cars which are also good to have, and another speculation, the Stradale will require the Aperta and 812 super fast at maxed. Not at golden, at maxed. So if you want the most blueprints, you have to get these cars maxed, and let's get prepared. I don't think many people will reach that car because it's very good, and Gameloft 9 is not giving away these kind of good cars. So yeah, we will see how it will go. So after we calm down a bit, looking at the Stradale and the other cars and getting hype for the new Ferrari season, even though knowing that something might go wrong, but maybe there will be something wrong, who knows, I don't know that yet. Let's talk about some small and not so small news. This will be, one of them will be the Ferrari career season. All the time there is a new update and a new season. Gameloft is adding a new career race season, and this will be the Ferrari, like what else, of course it's Ferrari season. Here we will need most of the new cars. We can try to race, and will race of course, for 20 tokens at the very end. Maybe some for some blueprints as well, or for some epics. I don't know, these career races are usually changing a lot as for rewarding, and as for what cars do you need to use. And another big news, it's a bigger news now, we are getting a new challenge game mode, and as the taxi, enter the arena as part of this new one-on-one racing mode. Each victory will increase the size of your reward, so keep winning to unlock the grand prize. So what will the grand prize, we don't know yet. Also it says lose 3 races though and your run is over. So let's speculate again. If this is going to be a multiplayer mode, and if you're being unlucky, what if you get the 3 best players of Asphalt 9 from your from your game, and you lose 3 races and it's over? Or it will be randomly competed like in the GPs, like you put a bad time, you get paired with bad players, or you put a good time and you get paired with gods. Not sure, to be honest, not sure, but um, I think um, I think it will be exploitable like everything in this game, or nearly everything. So let's pay attention for that, because this new game mode, I'm a bit worried about this new game mode, because I'm not so sure that what was Gameloft was thinking for that. and yes, we will see. So for today, this was the video. This was everything I wanted to say and show off. I hope you guys like this video. If you like the video, put a like. If you want to see more videos from me and want to get notifications from it, then click on the subscribe button and on the bell as well. And see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.